Okay, hello. We are live here at tribescast.com bringing you fast-paced, high-speed Tribes Ascend action, the science fiction free-to-play shooter from Hi-Res Studios, the fifth game in the Tribes franchise. We're going to be bringing you a scrimmage tonight between Team BFF and Team Void Engineers, an old Tribes 1 team. My name is Delirium. With me is Tweak and
Hello,
our
everyone.
cameraman Craig. We also have
Hello.
Hi-Res Bart, the esports guru over at Hi-Res, who's doing all the organization that we have for this competitive uh, proof of
Hey,
concept test.
can
And
I be the competitive Swami instead of Guru?
Swami, I'll take Swami.
Swami.
Thank you.
This is a closed beta game. If you want a key, you can like Tribes Ascend on Facebook. You'll get a key. There will probably be keys in the Twitch TV chat tonight. And if you want to chat about Tribes Ascend, you can go to irc.tribalwar.com/ascend or irc.quakenet.org/tribesascend to talk about the game, find players, find teams, maybe get whitelisted and join a pickup game. Closed beta means that the game is not finished. It is in development, but we are playing all the competition aspects right now, getting the rule set figured out, which is what the scrimmage is all about. Bart is currently rotating the maps. We're going to be doing the Crossfire, Katabatic, Arcs Nevada, Dry Dock, and then a fifth map to be decided if we need one. It's gonna be best of 5 maps. All maps are best first to 5 captures, or time limit of 25 minutes. So quickly here, we're gonna be looking at. Oh, Bart's. I can't see the score list now because Bart just changed the map again. In a couple minutes, we'll be doing a last minute check, and then we'll start the game. Tweak, who do you have your money on this evening for these two teams taking the best of 5?
Just based off of previous experience that I've seen, I'm going to put it on Void Engineers. I've played them before, and they were a really good team to play against. They like to try different things, change up the meta that we've seen before. And last time I saw BFF, or Best Friends Forever, they didn't pull ahead as well as I was thinking they might.
I think that my team did actually play BFF a little bit in a casual setting and didn't have trouble beating them. I do play a little bit with Makasuro, the person who loves to rep jumper room pubs. But Void Engineers is an old team. They played Tribes 1 at least 10 years ago. And that the creativity you were talking about, I think, is going to come into play as far as I know the captain Bytor was either a scripter or a programmer, I can't remember which, and that's going to be kind of the comfort zone he has with the game, the gameplay of Tribes is going to let them feel comfortable branching out, trying new things, even in a competitive setting like this. Here we are in Arcs Nevada, the new map that just came out. I love this map. It's got a cool motif. It's got the architecture and the big hills. The aqueduct is a gimmick that people are going to try and make a lot of use of. I think.
The
I've already
Aqueduct
saw it. I
is
saw it in a pickup
great.
game last night, being used to get the flag escorted home.
This
I've
map
used
is
the
actually, if you
Aqueduct
guys
as
heard
a
the old Tweak podcast, it's the it's a Blood Eagle civilian planet, I believe.
correct. It's a Blood Eagle
Ooh.
civilian planet. If you look and pay attention to these maps, you can find bits and pieces of lore, such as Katabatic is actually a diamond sword base. You'll notice both bases have very diamond sword centric art styles, whereas this one is much more Roman and, in that sense, Blood Eagle.
Now, if you're watching this and you're skeptical about Tribes of Sand, I will say the high res team are big Tribes lore nerds. They spend a lot of time making sure the lore makes sense in the franchise, which I thought was kind of charming. I guess I didn't really care for the Tribes lore at all. I just wanted to shoot people down with my guns, but they've made it work. They've made it thematic and cool. And I think the new Tribes armor styles are pretty nice and up to date for this game. The graphics obviously are a big draw. Tribes has deserved an overhaul, and they've gotten it in this game. You can't also argue with the price. Free to play is free to play. This is Dry Dock. We'll be playing this map if we go to a fourth map. But fortunately for our viewers, we are going to see Arcs Nevada definitely, because they're going to play a best of 5, and Arcs is the third map. So we're going to see Arcs Nevada in a competitive setting for the first time ever, maybe, except for the Europeans.
Yeah, the only ones I've seen it so far on were the European matches, and they were interesting. I don't like watching the European matches as much. I know Grath on the podcast is going to give me flack for saying that, but I think the North American matches offer a lot more in terms of shifts of meta, and I think it's so much more interesting.
The strategy shifts faster in North America, but I like the Europeans. They have a good attitude. They're fun to play with, fun to work with. What did you see? How did the Europeans play Arcs Nevada?
Guys, they did actually play Stack and a Hack and Dino last night. Played Arcs in their third game.
That was kind of a. They kind of stopped trying at that point, I think, though.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Proj basically 5-capped it at will, but just point of order. It was.
But it
played,
wasn't. But
and
I'm
it was
saying it
Scrambler
wasn't. It
Cap.
wasn't really. It wasn't a close game, and so we didn't really get
That's
to see
true.
a strategy come out.
I
That's why I
expect
wanted to
something
know
much
what
better.
tweaks saw in the European game.
I saw a lot of the same typical European play. Strikes.
A lot of Rangers,
and
a couple Pathfinders.
Rangers. Exactly.
So here we are. Bell Omega is the last map in the rotation, so we're going to be ready up, get our teams together. I want to talk about who's on these teams real quick as they join. Bart, get out my score list. So BFF, as I say, I play with Maka. He's joined by Ryuko Link, Sexy Kate, the Nino, Red Medicine, who I talked to IRC a little bit, Psycho, and Legit Bear. Legit Bear is a funny guy. Versus Void Engineers. Void Engineers is going to be represented by, obviously, the very old Trice player, Bytor, Lanthus, Gonzo, RIP 058. Actually, I thought that was a BFF player. Maybe I'm wrong.
Casters, are you ready?
We are ready. Are we going to go?
And away we go.
I'm not sure if they... The captain's getting ready to check already, I guess? Okay,
They
they're
did.
ready. Good.
Yep, I'm Hi-Res Bart. I'm casting from Atlanta, Georgia, here for tribescast. I'm editing this tournament. I'm really glad you guys decided to join us. I hope you stick around for the whole game. And you watch these teams go at it. I'm going to give it away to the tribescast casting staff. Follow me on Twitter if you want to know more about the games. You got it, gentlemen.
At HighResBart.
At Hi-Res Bart,
is
yeah.
his Twitter account.
Yeah, I'm at Hi-Res Bart everywhere on the internet. So just, yeah.
As of when you got hired to hire.
That's right. Before I was just regular Bart. I was low-res Bart then.
You're kind of like Craig in that sense. Craig and Bart,
right.
you're
Craig
like a
is
cute
Craig.
couple.
No.
Okay, so in a couple of seconds we'll be live on Crossfire. Crossfire is, I want to say, inspired by Broadside, Blastside, the maps from Tribes that had a couple of ships facing
It'd
each
have to
other.
be.
It's not. It's quite a bit more flat than those maps, though. If you play Broadside, it had some pretty big hills around those ships. But the ships in Tribes Ascend are
Especially
way
in the middle.
cooler. They actually have thrusters and they have areas of the base that make sense. They aren't just big floating blobs. So, no be crashing, right? I don't think I've been crashing in this patch at all. Here we go! We're on Crossfire! Hooray!
We are live, and what's really interesting about the BFF team is they're a lot like my team. They're actually formed out of the forums, so especially when it comes to playing teams like Void Engineers, they are lacking in that experience of playing together, which in a team-focused game can make all the difference.
I can't guarantee that Void Engineers is all original. It's probably a remake. Oh no, we might have to start. Well, it's okay. I mean, we'll get back in here. Crossfire will be the first map. We can go live as soon as everybody's ready. But yeah, sometimes technical difficulties abound in these things because the game is not finished. Oh well. Someday I'll get over it.
We can only do so much.
Wait, I mean, you probably are gonna, I guess, cancel this recording.
Oh,
Well, see,
Lord.
we've already done all the intros. I don't want to do the intros over again. Okay.
They were good.
Okay, so, yep, just got a hammer on the server, and it'll force it to make a new one. We know about it, and we actually have a good line on what causes it, so should be able to patch it out pretty soon. Just confirming more.
Okay.
Well, that's good, and this kind of shows exactly how involved Hi-Res is in this game. So for those of you not familiar, Hi-Res Bart does work for Hi-Res making this game, and they've been incredibly active in the community, taking both suggestions as well as giving very active communication as to what's going on behind the scenes.
I have to say, as a Tribes 1 and Tribes 2 player, I was skeptical about Tribes Ascend as far as what direction it was going to go, whether it was going to be a very modern shooter or stay true to the franchise, and a lot of things have changed during the beta that made all of us very happy. There's a lot of stuff that's true to the spirit of the game that people know and love from years ago, and that's been fun to see Hi-Res make those changes as we go forward. So I'm in queue. Anyone else having any luck?
Still in queue here.
You're going to want to try to re-queue about every 10 seconds.
Alrighty. I'll keep that in mind.
Ooh, so, why don't we should add video of people to the cast. Craig, can we do that?
Oh.
No, not right now. Just in general. All right, I got a. Yes, I have it as well.
In.
I'll be there in a moment then.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I mean, I actually. Sorry, let me take care of the players here.
Yeah, no problem.
They're not gonna make us go around again, are they?
Yes, they are.
Nuts.
No, I think we're gonna start on Kata.
Okay, that's good. I like
That's
Kata.
okay. Kata is considered the most balanced map. It has, about the biggest hills. It's got a lot of things that make it tribesy, I guess.
My
And it
favorite
is
part-
a remake or a re-envisioning of an older Tribes 2 map, so that's helpful.
I really like the distance. I mean, people have been criticizing Tribes Ascend for being a lot smaller, but one, I think it helps focus the gameplay a lot more and makes it easier to watch, but it also makes it faster.
If you're skeptical about how involved high-res is in this game, you've looked no further than high-res Bart joining every warm-up, every scrim, every pickup in his scrambler, repping that pistol, that Sparrow pistol.
No one believes in the scrambler, man. Well, they do now.
Actually, I think you've made a convert.
It's catching on.
Projectile was practicing it last night after everything was over. I think that whiteout jumping will be a big thing pretty soon.
Whiteout jumping's awesome because it doesn't cost health.
I don't even care about that. I care about the fact that it blinds all the defenders.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Is Ryuko Link pulling my leg?
Probably.
No, there are servers for maps now, but I don't know what the request to go on those servers is.
There's a list in the forum somewhere.
Sorry for the dead air. We did have a server crash right as we were going to go live, which is unfortunate. But we will be in this Tribes Ascend scrimmage between BFF and Void Engineers in just a moment.
Sorry for the technical difficulties.
Yeah, so I think they're going to agree to start on the second map, which will be fine. They won't get to play this broadside-inspired map to start, but that's okay. We'll get around to it.
Yeah, I think the Crossfire promotes some of the most hectic gameplay, but it also comes up with some of the greatest coordination I've seen.
Crossfire causes problems for people. There's a lot of sniper visibility. You can snipe any spot on the map from any other spot, pretty much. You have to either choose to go around to dodge the snipers beneath the cover of hills, which cuts you off by chasers. Shrikes are a little harder to use. The bases offer, a lot of goofy fighting area to play around on. The pulse sensor was moved to below the base from up top, so it's no longer an easy target. It's just, and the only sort of respectable routes are these big side-to-side hills, unless you can sneak away with like an infiltrator grab back to front. It just makes you, knuckle down and play your best Tribes game you can come up with.
Yeah,
Alright,
it
you
promotes
guys
a
ready?
lot of the.
We're
new
gonna go
meta.
live here in
Ready.
a second here, so get ready.
Promotes a lot of different gameplay, though. For example, last time we saw Void Engineers play, there was a tank on the field blasting from the other side of the base, just demolishing the defenses, allowing cappers to get through a little bit more easier. It just allows for shifts in the gameplay styles.
And when I say it caused problems, I mean that in a good way. Causing problems for players is good. It makes them have to figure out what they should be doing. It shouldn't be easy to cap the flag in a capture the flag game. It should be a team-oriented task, and that's what we see and what we've seen in all the good competitive scrims we've seen.
Yep, they are very, very team focused, very, very organized. They tend to strike with, most of their offense or all their offense at the same time to get the capper in and out very clean.
When snipers were dominating really hard early on, you saw every capper, first carrier was going to die every time. You needed escorts. You needed people to be midfielding and controlling the space. So here we are. We are live on Katabatic for Engineers versus Team BFF for this Tribes Ascend scrimmage. BFF is, of course, Muramasa, Psycho, Ryuku Link, Maka, Sexy Kate, The Nino, Red Medicine, and Legit Bear versus Void Engineers, who's going to be playing RIP 058. Vitor, Atlantis, Gonzo, Frost, LL Blue Jay, I think it's a funny name, LL Blue Jay, and Lamneth. They're missing their 8th player. I'm not sure if he's going to be loading in slow or what. But people are already live. The game's already started.
8th
The
should
timer
be
is down.
Snowdog.
Snowdog, right, that's right. And I don't see too much coming in the way of offense from Diamond Sword yet. But RIP 058 is already going offense. Is that a... He's a Scrambler. Scrambler going into the base to get rid of the gens. That's kind of neat. I don't see Scrambler offense very much. Mostly just Scrambler capping so far.
The Scrambler has a much lower arc in its trajectory for the Arcs Buster, making it a pretty decent offensive weapon, I feel.
It looks like, honestly, Diamond Sword, which is Team BFF, is clamping down. I only see one person over on the other side. That's Ryuku Ling. Is he going to try and solo cap?
It appears he's going off around the side. Looks like he's just pulling off a distraction. We got the Nino and Muramasa coming in on a mirrored route here with Muramasa as a Scrambler.
No, Muramasa was a light. He's a Pathfinder. Here comes the Nino behind him, ghosting him. Nino was a jumper trying to get the flag. I think he bailed out the last second. No, he gave up in suicide. He must have missed the flag. But the Scrambler offense that we saw come in early, who was that? That would have been RIP 058. That didn't actually take the gens down. Both teams are up there right now. So what do you think about that? I think it's gonna be both teams are gonna try and defend them. I know that Buff Strikes was trying to defend their gens in the sense that if they saw someone come in, they would send someone down to kill them.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see that we actually have a force field on Kata on the Blood Eagle side, which is great to see because it's going to block off some of these routes. I don't know how effective it's going to be.
It's like he either bailed out or missed or got sniped or something. But both flags have been sitting here. There was one pickup and drop by the Blood Eagle side on the Diamond Sword flag, but I'm looking at a capper coming in for a real run. Let's see if he can get it off. There are turrets on this stand. 60K is playing Technician, and that capper I saw, Frost, came in, hit the force field, and immediately died.
The Technicians on this map is very interesting because I haven't seen a lot of Technician.
Muramasa has gotten the flag off the stand. He is in great shape. Nino is ghosting him, so he should have a good escort. He's going around the side. Hope he picked up my Red Medicine in the midfield. There is one chaser in the form of LL Blue Jay, who is currently running Sentinel, but he won't be able to return it even if he gets the kill. So right now, BFF is looking to get this first capture in the first couple of minutes. Musa's in great shape. There's no offense coming in, Blaze. It's going to be a capture, almost guaranteed.
Not sure where the offense for Blood Eagle is. They don't seem to be mobilizing almost at all.
And by the way, before I forget, I have to do this. Shout out to Telia, the best Tribes 1 player. He's been begging me for a shout out for weeks. And I keep forgetting because I'm so busy when I do these casts because the game is so fast paced and I have so much going on when I'm doing this. I'm sorry, Telia, but you are truly the best. Okay, so everything has quieted down. RIP came in and got killed on the stand. Here comes Frost. He gets body blocked on the stand. That's going to be a quick drop. But yeah, BFF is tight on the defense. They're sending just a little bit of offense at a time, enough to break away from the stand, you know, for a split second and get whoever it was, or either Muramasa or whoever, off to the races and safely behind those hills away from El Buche's Sentinel. Now, one gen has just gone down. The Diamond Sword gen has gone down, so the offense we saw earlier has broken through and got the gen down. That's going to take all the turrets down. Snowdog's got the flag off the stand.
Gen actually came back up.
Oh, they're repairing it? Must be Assistant Kate playing Technician. They must have a dedicated Technician, which I was kind of surprised by. I wouldn't expect any person to be playing. It could be because it's 8 on 8. 8 on 8 lets you have sort of an extra guy a little bit.
Yeah, it was great to see that though, because now those turrets that they laid down can take little pot shots off at these cappers coming in. Snowdog being a Pathfinder, all that little bits of damage is definitely going to affect him getting out.
He is unfortunately though being escorted by Frost. His flag is still home. There's been no offense coming in from BFF to stop that cap, and now it is tied. So we are in a nice, competitive, close game, which I'd like to see. Last night was not very competitive, and that's not very fun to see. It is always, of course, amazing to see a well-oiled machine destroy another team. But I like to see I like the close games. I like the come from behind wins. I like the back and forth tug of war.
Always makes things interesting. But these matches so far, I mean, I know we're only 5 minutes into it, but it just seems a lot slower paced than what we're used to seeing here. Looks like we got a good coordinated effort coming in by Blood Eagle.
Yeah, but it is more, and it's got to be the kill on the generator has to be motivated by all the turrets they're running into. Remember, Mouse is not really going to go anywhere, I don't think. He's already gotten sniped. Yeah, there he is, dead now by the cave. But yeah, the kill that B got on the DS gen must have been because they were having so much trouble getting past that Doombringer on the stand with the force field, the technicians in Form 68, and the 68's turrets are in mean places. They're sort of spread out such that they are not easy to hit or easy to spot coming in, and they'll just chip away at you as you either approach or leave, either direction.
Yeah, it's good though because it allows her to get shots off earlier at the cappers instead of being on the stand.
5+ minutes have elapsed. That's pretty much the time frame we expect for people to get enough money to buy this thing, the Strike, piloted by LL Blue Jay. Snowdog has gotten off the stand. He's got half health. I didn't see how they crashed the stand enough to get him off, but his flag is saying, oh, sniped by Psycho. Frost could get this in the field, though. And meanwhile, I counter grab Muramasa. He's off to the races. Here comes Blue Jay in the Strike to try and kill him. One escort in the form of Ryuko.
Great.
Yeah, go ahead. Tweet.
Strikes make great zone defense, great chasers. As you can see right there, those long distances on those blasts can tear apart snipers. However, Red Medicine is a good pickup off of it.
Slight problem. Blue Jay got the kill with the Strike ram, but he is all by himself, cannot get the return. Because Red Medicine is being escorted by Ryuko Link. Oh no, Blue Jay gets the kill! What's going to happen here? Ryuko Link does save this flag, and DS, while I was not watching, got their flag home. So this could be BFF going up 2-1 if some B offense doesn't come in really fast and crash the stand. RIP is trying, but those turrets are up. There's just no way to break through this until they really put their stuff together and break this gauntlet that DS has erected. Team BFF. So there we go, 2-1.
It's very unfortunate for LL Blue Jay to lose that Strike that early. He could have utilized it so much longer into this match, supplying that defense that his team really needs.
I just saw Psycho in the DS Strike bump Snowdog out of the way. Didn't kill him, but he pushed him physically with his Strike and made him go off route. Here's Baitor on the stand. They're trying to. I'm not sure. They're trying to do something here, but they don't have enough guys. They need to do a different split, I think. Just RP and Baitor against that dedicated standee is not going to break it. Yes, I see Frost, and they're... unfortunately, I think it hit that rock or something. Either got stopped, somehow dead stopped. That flag's not going to go anywhere. Oh, I'm surprised to see Maka playing Doombringer. He was always a light armor player. He was ripping Jumper in pubs really hard. Until his first scrimmage. To see him playing Doombringer, I think there's going to be more. I think we're seeing more creativity, like we were talking about before, from BFF than we are from VE.
Yeah, right. It's really actually kind of shocking me because you're absolutely correct. I mean, the Doombringer on flag, I know why they're doing it, and it's because these back routes that go over these middle mountains are so high that a Doombringer can easily launch a missile in time to take out the capper.
And while we're talking, BFF got the flag off the stand again with just a quick pinpoint coordinated strike. Muramasa is almost home. His flag has not been moved during that time. This is going to be 3-1, I dare say, for Team BFF. Last minute save by Snowdog, just going to delay for a couple of seconds. There's no way enough offense is going to come in to stop this capture. And there we go, 3-1.
Not sure if it's snipers or what, but these cappers are all coming in, and by the time they even hit the flag, they're practically dead. They definitely need to organize strikes more than just sending capper after capper.
My team, who I'm an only alternate for, one of the best teams, we learned very quickly that not having the offensive coordination will get you killed in this game. Because even though RD did a tremendous job stopping cappers, we could not make which is what B just did. They got some great timing, attacked the stand, distracted all the defenders, and RIP got off the stand with half his health. He's only got Psycho on his tail. If he gets an escort in the midfield, this flag could get home.
We see Snowdog coming up behind him, but he's very low on health.
Yeah, he doesn't risk it, just returns it because he didn't want to get that flag. Had that flag picked up after that great kill, have it just get away from him.
I'm seeing a lot less organization from the Blood Eagle team, who is currently Void Engineers. They just don't seem to be pulling it together like they were previous matches.
Oh
that
yes,
we
in
saw.
case you're wondering, Void Engineers will be playing Blood Eagle for the duration of this best of 5. And if you're new to Tribes, the reason they leave it in the field is so that even though they get money for returning it, they can actually make a better play, leaving it where it is, making it hard for flag carriers to try and pick it up off their normal routes, and then time the return such that when their flag carrier comes home with the enemy flag, the flag appears right at the moment he gets there, and just make it impossible for the other team to stop them. So Bytor is now gone in the base again, probably for another gen run. His gen is down. I'm not sure how that happened, but it's been kind of funny to see BFF defending their generator, repairing it, have the technician doing turrets, and meanwhile Void Engineer's generator has gone down a couple of times and not been repaired at all. So you see the vehicle pad is down, so anyone who has the money for a strike can't buy it. And that just really puts a hurt on their defense side. I see Ryuko Link down there. He might be the one attacking it with a Raider throwing grenades in the stand right now.
Raiders make excellent flag clearing tools. Those grenades that you can drop 4 at a time have a great radius.
Muramasa
great
with a run,
damage.
stopped on the stand.
Yeah, it looks like it
Tweak,
pushed
what do
into
you think that Void Engineers can do to get out of the situation that they're in? They did do a great run, I saw, with RIP get the flag at the stand after a little bit of distraction, but they haven't put that play together enough to matter. This might be 4-1 here in a second.
Yeah, they're going to need to organize their offense. I mean, completely. Muramasa actually missed the flag on that one. Sniped right on the stand.
Lanthus. The flag bounces into the base. Will they get it? E-grab in time? No, that's not going to happen. RIP gets it just a little bit too late to stop it. There was no offense for his team coming, though, enough to make a difference, though. So I don't think that would have made it mattered at all.
Yeah, the only thing they can really do at this point is organize their offense a bit more. They seem to be sending in capper after capper with almost no dedicated offense members.
Well, again, they have pulled the play off that you want to see in, say, 7v7 or 8v8. 8v8 with a couple guys distracting and clearing, and then one guy coming in real fast to take it away. They pulled it off a couple times, but the defense from BFF has been just like a wall. They have a Shrike shooting their stand. They have well, Maka has stopped playing. He stopped playing Doombringer, and now he's playing Jumper, his favorite class. Probably because they're winning so much, he probably asked them if he could play Jumper, just to show it off in a scrim a little bit.
What I see here is Rip actually in a Shrike, and I'm going to see if he wants to do a Strike capture.
Muramasa
really
again has gotten away. Just a little bit of distraction from Ryuko Link was enough to get him. No, he's sniped by Lanthus again. That's the flag is going to sit in the midfield. Probably we return at Rip Medicine here in a second. Or, I'm sorry, picked up at Rip Medicine. Bytor was trying to return it. My mistake.
It was exactly what I saw. Rip actually getting out with good speed and decent health now. He's halfway home with 440 health.
Yeah,
but,
there's a bunch of changes. If they can return this flag, then Rip can make this second capture for the BE team, Void Engineers. And unfortunately, Psycho kills him. He's going to jump out and try and return this before anyone else can stop him. And there we go.
Wow.
So that was a good play by Psycho to stop that second capture from happening, just to keep the pressure on. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If you didn't see it though, Psycho actually pulled an amazing little double kill there. He shot the capper and rammed the person who was going to pick it up in the field to continue the carrying, taking out 2 carriers.
Here comes an orbital on the BE stand. It wasn't very effective. There wasn't anyone there yet.
We see LL Blue Day back in his Shrike. Hopefully we can see him
Snow goes
put
off
down
the
the
stand with
defense.
only 1 HP and goes down to 60 Kate's technician chain gun. They actually have 2 technicians on DS right now. It's kind of surprising.
It is surprising, but we did see a pretty darn good buff to technicians lately. Their SMG now does 90 damage.
Muramasa with the flag again, going around the side. It's going to go over the hill here, I think.
These hill routes are
right on.
fast.
You get a kill here pretty easily.
These hill routes are very fast. The only thing is
this going to be the end of the game, though, if he doesn't get this kill? Oh, last second. A double ram by Blue Jay on Maka, and there's a save by RIP. We are in standoff mode. I think RP is going to be able to be okay and escort it out in the field. He's got all his health. His teammates are probably going to converge on him and get him home safely. But this is bad, obviously, for Team Void Engineers because they're behind by 3. They need to get a couple captures here before time runs out. It's only 10 minutes to go in this 25-minute game. Ryuka Link could go down here. Snowdog wants to return, but he's the only one there.
Looks like their
standoff
defense is
mode.
carrying very well on Blood Eagle, but they need to put some more people onto offense, otherwise they'll never get this flag returned.
Well, I mean, you say they're doing good on defense, but just a little bit of distraction from BFF has been able to get Muramas off the stand safely. Throws it. There's a little bit of a scramble. Oh no, it went home! And that's it, 5-1 in 15 minutes. The first game is over. 1-0 for BFF.
My guess what happened there is once they started to fall behind, they felt that they needed to really focus on defense and they overreacted with their defense, I think. If they put a bit more strength into their offense, they would have been able to carry it through a little bit longer.
It depends on how you want to play it out, but sometimes people feel that offense is your defense. Your offense stops them from getting their momentum going, but that's more of a factor with a competitive rule set we're looking to see when the generators are going to be the source of all your inventories and your equipment. But I prefer a cluster style where you control the enemy flag stand like it's your own flag stand. Can control both flags and then converge on each other. We are going to be live, yes, on the next map. Arcs Nevena